Afternoon traders, welcome to the More Analytics Afternoon Energy Podcast for January 13th going into the 14th. I'm going to start off with natural gas. Trade above 335.40, projections upward 230 minimum, 440 plus maximum, but that's shaved quite a bit at this point, and we've rallied up to 349.90. Bear with me a second. So that shaved to about 100, and this is shaved to 310. And we traded from 335.40 up to 349.90. This was not quite a decent penetration above there because it happened before 9 o'clock. A decent penetration above this line, though, should warrant a decent strength. That's going to come in at 344 plus 1 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A decent penetration overnight is going to be 79 ticks, and after the open, it's going to be 70 ticks. Decent failure back below this line will warrant a decent pressure. That's going to come in at 323.70 minus 4.2 starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Tuesday. All right, the crude oil rallied again. I would also note at this point we've gapped open higher and we've cleared quite a bit of all this congestion. In the crude oil, we held exhaustion at 54.72 with the 54.89 low, and it rallied up to 61.50. We also had bullish calls from 57.81, 58.69, which said projects this upward 110 minimum, 465 plus maximum. Trade above 58.72 projects this upward 110 minimum, 390 plus maximum as well. And then the trade above 59.80 plus 1.1 per hour. I said I would be out of those remaining ones or trail a tight stop. I would also note that we're likely in a bullish correction against the move down from 70.16, but it is a bit early for any of the exhaustion levels to hold. So they may hold temporarily, like this one held temporarily right here. Next one above is going to be 60.81 to 62.52. Maintain gap lower tomorrow. We'll leave a minor bearish reversal above. Keep in mind, we do have a large upside projection in the RBOB that still hasn't been fulfilled yet, but we're getting close. And the RBOB, a maintain gap lower tomorrow, will leave a minor bearish reversal above. Warrant of exhaustion at 167.15 to 675. We held that with the 166.56 low, and it bounced up to 183.71. I warned if this is the beginning of a bullish correction, it should exceed 21.5 cents from the 166.56 low. So that minimum target is 188.06, and we've only gotten to 183.80 so far, so that still has a ways to go. We also had bullish calls above 171.22, 171.66, which also projected this upward 4.3 cents minimum, 10.7 cents plus maximum. And we detained 10.5 cents, 5.8 cents of that as of this morning, and we got the rest of that today, plus some. Trade above 172.37 projects us upward 4.5 cents minimum, 6.7 cents maximum. We've gotten more than that also. And then the trade above 174.78, 176.82 to 724 also warrants of continued strength. Okay, and the heating oil left a significant bullish reversal below on the day, warns of higher trade in general for days/weeks, although we may see some consolidation or pullback before moving considerably higher at some point here. Maintain gap lower tomorrow, will leave a minor bearish reversal above. In the heat, we held exhaustion at 205.06 with a 204.69 low, and we have rallied up to 224.69. I warned if this started a bullish correction, the minimum target was 214.20, which we took out a couple of days ago. So we're in a bullish correction against the move down from 256.55. The trade above 209.15. I brought in 10.89 going into today, and then a bit more of that up to 224.50. The trade above 212.74 also projects us upward 7.3 cents plus, and we'd already taken that out, got more than that. Now we've also broken above this formation, which came in at roughly 221.93. Minus 0.3 of a tick per hour. That warrants of continued strength. We did hold this exhaustion level here temporarily just above it here at 224.25 to 50. But like I said in here, that it was likely going to be a temporary exhaustion level. I expect that this is probably going to move back up into these areas up in here. Maintain gap lower, I said, would leave a minor bearish reversal above. Maintain gap lower in the Brent would also leave a minor bearish reversal above. The trade above 59.69 has brought in strength up to 65.96. I think that's the high, right? 65.92. 65.92, excuse me. With additional areas to be long above at 60.61, 60.93, 61.23, 61.95, and 62.31. We rallied up and we held this formation right here. And this temporary exhaustion level. I say temporary because it's early for it to hold more than temporarily, even though we held this one, the lower part of that temporarily a couple of times, and the upper part temporarily. We're holding this right now temporarily. I think eventually we'll blow through that. Decent trade above this line up above is going to want a continued strength. And that is going to come in at 65.80 minus 0.1 of a tick per hour starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The break above there decently and back down through it decently. Look for decent pressure to come in. And the gas oil left to maintain gap higher on the day, also left a significant bullish reversal below on the day that warrants a higher trade in general for days/weeks ahead. We may see some consolidation or a pullback. But yeah, a maintained gap lower tomorrow would leave a minor bearish reversal above, but that'd be more effective if/when we take out 630 even in the process. We held exhaustion with a 596 low, and it rallied up to 658 with additional areas. I said the minimum target is 627.25, which we took out. Trade above 608. It's brought in strength 615.50, 620.75, which I said projects us upward $52 from 620.75. We treated up to 658. And then warned of exhaustion levels that you can read about in here. But I said it's early for these to hold more than temporarily. We did happen to hold this one right here on the low at 658.50 with the 658 high and rolled over down to 648. I expect that will be taken out as well. And if we take out this formation right here, that's also going to warn of continued strength. That's going to come in at 66645, 666.45 plus 4 per hour starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the cadence going into tomorrow is the heating oil is the strongest of the three, the crude oil in the middle, and the RBOB the weakest of the three relative to one another. I'd also note if we leave a maintained gap lower tomorrow in the RBOB crack, that's going to leave a minor bearish reversal above. And to boot, the heat crack took out this formation here, got its projection up, and then took out this formation here, and is starting to see some of that projection. We had said in the heat crack that the trade above, we held exhaustion below at 29.84 with a 29.89 low. Then we took out 30.75, which projected this upward 110 minimum, 235 plus maximum. We'd seen 235 of that so far. And then the trade above 31.58 projects this upward 130 minimum, 230 plus maximum. We've attained 152 ticks of that so far. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you on tomorrow's podcast.